Hello there, kids, and welcome to Screwball Science. I'm Dr. Hairball, and this is my associate, Dr. Lipstick.
Enough with the introductions, Hairball. Let's get right to it.
Dr. Lipstick is extremely excited. You see, today is the day we do the burping experiment.
Woohoo!
Everybody knows that people burp, but did you know that a bottle can burp?
Of course I do. This experiment was my idea.
I know that, Lipstick.
Don't you remember? I told you about the burping experiment.
Yes, I remember, Lipstick.
And you said we could do it for our Science with Jesus series.
I remember, Lipstick. That's what we're getting ready to do.
We are? Oh, yay!
Dr. Lipstick prepared this experiment by putting a dime on top of a soda bottle.
Boom!
Which made the air inside, okay. Then he put the bottle in the freezer,
Boom!
which made the air inside the bottle get cold and make all those air molecules bunch together real close.
Boom!
Now the bottle's out of the freezer and air is already expanding inside the bottle. Dr. Lipstick is going to dribble some water over this glass, from this glass over the dime to make a water seal around the mouth of the bottle using this glass of water and straw.
Boom!
Now, now just dribble a little, Lipstick. And if you say boom one more time, I'm going to give you a boom right in the kisser.
Now watch and wait, Hairball. The bottle is going to burp for us. Boom!
It's okay, Lipstick. Science is exciting.
I love it. The bottle burped.
Yes, it did.
It doesn't even have to say excuse me.
That's because it can't speak.
You know, I bet there was a lot of burping and saying excuse me the day Jesus fed 5,000 people. He passed out a lot of bread and a lot of fish. He passed out so much food they had tons of leftovers.
There may have been burping, but nobody went home hungry. Jesus filled their hunger, just as he does for all of us today when we have a need.
And when he does, we get to burp.
Mind your manners, Lipstick.
But God made burps, Hairball.
Yes, he did. But let's not forget the point of today's experiment. Whatever need we have, whatever hunger, Jesus can fill it for us.
Boom!
Lipstick,
Sorry, Hairball. Science and Jesus just make me excited.
say goodnight, Lipstick.
Good night, Lipstick. Today's story is not about burping. It's about hunger that was satisfied. Jesus was speaking to over 5,000 people and it was getting late. And Jesus knew that the people were hungry, so not to just hear his words, but to eat something. What better time to do a miracle and to teach us something important about how amazing Jesus is. So we are going to read that story from the Bible in Matthew chapter 14, verses 13 through 21. When Jesus heard what had happened, he withdrew by boat privately to a solitary place. Hearing of this, the crowds followed him on foot from the towns. When Jesus landed and saw a large crowd, he had compassion on them and healed their sick. As evening approached, the disciples came to him and said, "This is a remote place and it's already getting late. Send the crowds away so they can go to the villages and buy themselves some food." Jesus replied, "They do not need to go away. You give them something to eat." "We have here only 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish," they answered. "Bring them here to me," he said, and he directed the people to sit down on the grass. Taking the 5 loaves and the 2 fish and looking up to heaven, he gave thanks and broke the loaves. Then he gave them to the disciples, and the disciples gave them to the people. They all ate and were satisfied, and the disciples picked up 12 baskets full of broken pieces that were left over. The number of those who ate was about 5,000 men, besides the women and children. Okay, so your assignment for this week, I have just 2 questions for you to answer. The first question is, why do you think Jesus told the disciples to feed the people? And the other question is, can you think of a time when God met one of your needs? So if you answer those 2 questions, send it to me, either email or Facebook Messenger, or mail it to the church. I'll get a prize in the mail for you. And the instructions for all those addresses are in the comments of this video. See you next week. Bye.